What's going on, everybody? So we are over halfway through the year, and I do this thing every year where I just give you my top 5 movies of the year so far. I'm gonna be honest, I think overall this year hasn't been too great. At least for me, I have found a lot of stuff disappointing, which has been very well known, especially as of recently with my channel. And even if I don't find it disappointing, I find a lot of stuff this year to be fairly solid and okay. But even having said that, my top 5 movies of the year are fire because they are mine and they are mine alone. Let me know your top 5 movies of the year down in the comments. And if you want to see my full list, go to my letterbox at the Film Drunk. You can see it there. And by the way, I do have reviews up for all 5 of these movies actually on my channel. So if you want to see more in-depth thoughts on it, you can check it out there. But let's start with number 5, John Wick Chapter 4. Arguably, the most impressive movie I've seen this year. Not much needs to be said about this. The action set pieces still blow me away. I'll be like scrolling through Twitter sometimes and I'll see the whole fight scenes on there and I just stop in my tracks and I watch the whole thing because it is so damn good. Movies like John Wick Chapter 4 are the kind of movies where I'm like, I just don't understand filmmaking, I guess, because how the fuck is that possible? The action set pieces are A+. As a story overall, I still really like it. I mean, it's my number 5 movie of the year, but for the other movies above it, I find the story a little bit more compelling. And at the end of the day, no matter how impressive an action scene is, I still want the story overall to be awesome. Not saying it's bad. It's my number 5 movie of the year. Everyone relax. But I think the stories above are a little bit more compelling to me, so that's why it is at number 5. Fucking banger, though. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Is this my exit point of the MCU? No, but I mean, it might as well be. James Gunn's last movie with Marvel, I really liked it. It did everything it really needed to be, and especially on a second watch, I felt that most of my complaints kind of, while they might still be there, it felt a little bit more natural. It flowed a little bit better to me. It was less jarring tonally. And maybe it's manipulative and it's tugging on the emotions because they're using small animals. I don't care. I don't care about manipulation. I've said that before. I will continue to say it forever and ever. Seeing Baby Rocket makes me sad. Seeing those small animals makes me sad, and I think James Gunn did a very good job articulating that. And the fact that you care so much about these characters, not just Rocket, not just Peter, but that whole team and the send-off that they got, devastating at times, very funny at times. I think it is the best MCU movie in a bit, and it is my number 4 movie of the year. Sorry. Okay, now this one is where some people might be like, are you serious? Like, Air, like, it's fine. Once again, y'all know this movie was for me. That's just as simple as that. This movie was for me. It's about sneakers and the NBA, and it's a movie. That's literally the 3 things I love the most in life right in there in one movie. And not only that, I thought it was delivered exceptionally well. That is the kind of movie I just enjoy watching. Such an easy breezy watch with some good ass monologues, some snappy dialogue. That is really all I need. You throw in some basketball references in there to make me smile, and I'm good. I'm a happy camper. And what do you get when you do that? You get my number 3 movie of the year so far. Thank you very much. Now, I will say, number 2 and number 1 have been going back and forth in my mind so hard. And while I update my 2023 list on Letterboxd, every time I do see a 2023 movie, I don't really sit down and look at the list as a whole, right? I just kind of input that movie because I know some people look at that. So before I did this video, I really sat down and I thought about it. And my number 2 and number 1 have been juggling for a while, and I came to the conclusion that feels right. My number 2 movie of the year is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It was number 1 for a bit. And now you already know what my number 1 is. But regardless, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I love this movie. It is so goddamn good. Visually, oh my God. I mean, I don't know how you can do much better than that. I mean, I would be pretty surprised if... No, I'm not even going to say that. This movie and my number 1 are going to be in my top 10 of the year. There's no doubt about it. There's no way. There's absolutely no way those 2 drop out of my top 10. They are going to be in it at the end of the year. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse emotionally got me. It's visually stunning. I love the action. I love the voice acting. I think everything about it works. I knew it was a part 1. The to be continued does not bother me, and it makes me more excited for the 3rd one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, number 2. Which means my number 1 movie of the year is Past Lives. Yes, Past Lives. It got me, and I do want to say this. I said it on Letterboxd, but I'll say it here. I want to apologize for first giving this movie 4.5 stars upon first watch. I have seen it 2 more times after that, and it gets better every single time. It hurt a lot more the 3rd time. I just saw it. I brought some of my friends. We saw it, along with my fiance, who saw it again, sobbing. Just sobbing. Not even crying, sobbing. It is so good. It's so beautiful. The screenplay, the dialogue, the characters, it's perfect. It's a perfect movie. I'm not even going to try to overtalk this. I have a whole video on it. You can check it out there. Past Lives is the best movie of the year so far, in my opinion. And that's my list. Those movies are all bangers. Outside of some of those movies and some in my top 10, I guess, it's a little bit mixed. Like I said, this year has not blown me away, but hopefully that's bound to change as we get into the fall season and award season. And what's funny is by the time you guys see this, I will have seen Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So, I mean, maybe that would have entered the top 5, but, who knows? I can't fucking wait, though. I can't wait.